Hello everybody, welcome to the Go language course. In this video, I'm going to discuss the use of structures in Go language. Before I start the discussion, I have to include the main package at the first line of the program. Also, I need to include the fmt package so that I'm able to use the printline function coming from this package. Now I start the discussion about the structures. A struct, short for structure, is a composite data type that groups together variables under a single name. So what does it mean by this sentence? Let us say this simple example. I have a person structure, so I use type person struct, and in the structure I need to include some data types as well. Name as a string, age as an integer, city as a string. Okay, so this person data type or the person structure has three contents to include: the name, the age, and city. Each of them will have different data types. Okay, so that is the meaning of a structure, or a struct in short. So we can create a struct instance using the struct literal. The identifier would store the reference of the instance. So the identifier means the name of my structure instance, okay? And each struct field has a comma at the end, even for the final struct field. So each line will be called a field, and after the end of each field, we have to include a comma, okay, even for the last field, okay? So the field is name for the first field, and the value of this field is Alice. The second field is age, the value will be 30. The third field will be city, and the value of this field will be Wonderland, okay? So I can do the printline function to get the result coming from this person instance. Okay, you can see that this instance from a person structure has these three values, okay? The first value will be corresponding to the field name, and the second value will be corresponding to the second field called age, and the third value, Wonderland, is referring to the field value of the third field called city, okay? Now we can also create a struct instance using the new keyword. What does it mean by this sentence? Let us see. So I use person2 equals new person. So the person is a structure here, okay? And I want to make a new instance from the person structure. So I use the new function. So now person2 is really an instance of person type. And after that, I can just assign the field values into the person2 instance one by one. person2.name, person2.age, person2.city. So I use the dot notation to really assign the values to my fields, okay? And after the assignment, we can use the dereference operator to obtain the content of a structure instance. So I use asterisk person2 to get back the field values of this person2 structure instance. If I want to get the value of a certain field, I can use the dot notation to get the field content, okay? So I use the instance name, and I put a dot, and then I put the field name. So for example, person.name will be referring to Alice in my case. So let us see these lines of code. Okay, you can see something like this one. Person2 will be shown up here. The name is Alice, the age is 30, the city is Wonderland. Okay, so I can use the dereference operator to get the field values of my structure instance. And I can use the dot notation to get a particular value of a particular field, okay? We can also modify the struct field using dot notation. So I can say something like this one. person.age equals 31. So originally, person.age was 30. Okay. But I can turn it to 31 by doing this assignment by using the dot notation. So when I print it out again, the age will become 31. Yes, it is now 31 after the assignment again, okay. Okay, we can also create anonymous structures. So what does it mean by an anonymous structure? It is a structure without a name, and we just include the field type followed by the instanced values. So we can have this example. We have a vehicle structure instance, and I use the struct keyword here, and you don't see any particular structure type defined beforehand. And when I use the struct keyword, I'm able to include two field names and the corresponding type. So category is the first field, it has a string type, and year is the second field, it has an integer type. Okay, and then I can just make up the field values immediately by using another pair of curly braces. Okay, so category is bus and year is 2023. So you can see that I also need to use a comma to separate the fields. Okay, so after designing the field types, I'm able to use them directly. Okay, so when I print out the vehicle instance, I'm able to get back these two field value pairs. Okay, you can see bus and 2023. Okay, so the first field is referring to the category, and the second field will correspond to the year. Okay. And we can actually embed a struct in another struct. What does it mean by this sentence? It is a bit complicated, but we can see this simple example. We have a type here called address, which is a structure type, and I have another type called tenant, which is a structure type. But you can see that the third field here is actually a structure type. Okay, so the address here is actually this address. So the third field of this tenant structure will be just the address structure. Okay, so the entire address structure will be put into the third field. Okay, so when I want to make an instance from the tenant structure, I have to do something like this. I include the name of the tenant, the age of the tenant as the values of the first two fields, and for the third field, which is an address, I have to say address colon, which becomes my third field. Okay, and the third field will be just an address structure content. Okay, the city and the country. Okay, so I include the city as the first field together with the corresponding value, and I include the second field, which is country, followed by the corresponding value, which is Fantasyland. Okay, so when I do the printing of the some tenant instance coming from the tenant structure, I'm able to show all these contents. Let us see. Okay, you can see that the first value is Alice, the second value will be 30, and the third value will be of address structure type. Okay, so the first value will be the city coming from the address structure, and the second value will be the country field coming from the address structure. Okay, so you can see that this is a structure. So the structure is embedded in the outer structure. Okay. We can do the comparison of two structure instances using the equality checking. What does it mean by this sentence? Let us see. We have a type called shopping list, which is in the form of a structure, and I have to say that for my shopping list, there are how many tomatoes are there and how many oranges are there. So, for example, in my shopping list 1 here, I have 8 tomatoes and 6 oranges, and my second shopping list will have 8 tomatoes and 9 oranges. So are these two shopping lists the same? I can use the equality checking here by including two equal signs. Okay, so I want to compare the two structure instances coming from the same structure. Okay, so in doing so, I'm able to check the field content one by one to see whether the corresponding field values are the same or not. So let me see the result. Of course, I will get false because the number of oranges in the first shopping list is 6, but the number of oranges in the second shopping list will be 9. So when there is one field value that is not the same, I will say that the structure is not the same, okay? So this video has discussed the use of structures in Go language. We know how to create a structure. We know how to do the assignment of the field values into a structure instance. We know how to use the new keyword to create a structure instance. We know how to use the dot notation to get the corresponding values of a given key of a certain structure instance. We are also able to modify the structure field by using the dot notation. We know how to do the anonymous structures. That means we don't include the structure name, okay? And we can embed a structure in another structure. We also know how to compare two structure instances using the equality checking. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions about my video, please leave your questions on the comment section below the video. If you like this video, please give me a like and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.